Wait. Now I'm lagging! No! No! If you're disconnecting me, dude! Wait! Where do I go?
I thought you had the metal to endure. Perhaps I was mistaken.
No! Not even close. Not even close. Yeah, that should be fine for now. MTX is important. What do you just say, man? I mean, wait, I'm almost into weak. What the fuck?
Your will is weak. It's almost enduring.
I just fucking lost. Resolve. I can do it. I can do it if I really want. I can do it if I really want. You gotta try and dodge. Try and dodge even further.
My underling will deal.
Hey, I can do it. Free resolve. No!
This place and it rises against you.
Only one ad spawn? Holy shit. We have some deeps. Actually, some deeps. Yo, a tabby. Give me a tabby, dude. Tabby, hello. Tabby. Don't give me any other trash chest. Give me tabby. Yo, imagine a tabby on league start. Sheesh. I'll take that. I'll take that, boys. I'll take that. Wait, a flex. Thanks, Einhar. Alright, that is it with the tabula rasa. I'm doing this. I don't know if I bait myself here, but I just think is a good trade for myself because I plan to get some aberrates anyways. But this is an actual trade, you know? You don't trade for currency. You're literally like, hey, I want to buy your item. I offer you my item. Like Diablo 2 style, right? But I think that aberrate with the Ignite Prolif might actually be quite sexy. I don't know. Maybe I just like completely baited myself into something, but yo, a chaos right now. Hell yeah, man. Imagine having right now as the best currency form, and the worst is like, hey, if you complete the entire Sanctum. I need my first lap. I need the power spike of the gods. Ouch. Big damage.
Too much clutter.
Oh. And now you notice that you misclick on the start and went Juggernaut or Marauder instead of Witch, and on the first lap you're like, wait, what do we mean, dude? Berserk? Oh, big damage. And a Chaos Orb. Oh. Ja, nice. My K has more fire than anything else. That's good. Yeah, the ES is still a problem, but therefore we still have mana, right? Wait, boss is dead already?
No one will cry for you, Dominus. Not a soul.
Sheesh! That's a good damage.
Bye bye.
Actually, AK level 37. Ouch! Rip. Not hard survival anymore. Torch. No big blast. Much damage. Yo, imagine Deathless Kitava, Act 10. We did it! How much is it? Slash plate. 8 hours, 29 minutes. With breaks and everything. Nice. That's like, I don't know, man. Like 4 or 5 hours faster than usual. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, I want to give you guys the first little rundown or breakdown of the EK Ignite Elementalist League start. A bit of a controversial build by now, because as far as I saw, a lot of people have been interested in this build. I think like my first League starter video got like over 100,000 views in like 3 days or something, right? And people were like, holy shit, dude, this is the build I want to play. This is amazing. Thanks, MB, for showing that, right? But the further we went, or the closer we went into League start, there has been, or at least I got reported, that a lot of people on Reddit were like, guys, do not fall for this. League start as EK Ignite Elementalist is complete garbage. Do not get baited by MB Extreme. He's just doing it for the clicks and do whatever, you know. But yeah, now I've done the first part. So yesterday night was League start, and we are level 70, and I have done the entire campaign. Thanks to a sub goal, because usually I go like to Act 6 and then say like, yo, I'm tired, it's 1 in the morning, I go to bed, right? Apparently it was like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I pretty much slept only like 3.5 hours or something. But hey, gotta get going, right? But we did the entire campaign, and now MBX, tell us, how bad is it? You know, or is it not that bad at all? And I'm gonna say, holy shit, it's so fucking amazing. Like, no joke. This is probably, so far, has been the smoothest League start for me. And I even went that far that I said, like, you know what? I'm actually gonna YOLO EK early on, and I swapped to EK after my first lap, after getting Shaper of Flames Keystone. Then I bought the Shrimp Sorrow gloves for 2 chaos, but honestly, after playing it now, I don't even think you need those gloves, because our big damage is coming from like Hatred, Malevolence, for example. We need the Gloomfang Amulet as well as the Aetiri's Promise Flask. I don't have any of that, so we're not going to get any extra big damage out of conversions besides the 25% from our, like, if our damage is the highest. So honestly, if you get the first lap done and you're gonna get, like, for example, the physical to cold conversion mastery over here and the physical to fire over here, so you're playing with like double conversion mastery, I think you're fine. At least I was fine, you know, so it's gonna be, it's actually not bad. So I would say let's do the classic old Blood Aqueducts run, because hey, it is League start. We are playing on a 4-link right now, which is the Ethereal Knives with the Cold to Fire support is our baseline, then Ignite, Proliferation, and Combustion. This is my setup right now, and I think we're just gonna go one run here, and I actually need more Dexterity to actually level up my EK over here. And then we're gonna talk about what do I have right now, based on the items and like how stuff went, you know, and the gearing aspect. And as you see, clearing-wise, I think this is actually really sick, considering that it's League start, right? So one single EK, stuff is dying, Ignite Proliferation goes off thanks to the Ignite Proliferation support gem, as well as I got myself some Aberrate 2s, which is a secondary Ignite Proliferation. It's a different one than the Ignite Proliferation support gem. And for some extra single target, I'm using an Arcanist brand that is supported by also Cold to Fire, then the Wave of Conviction, and here's Swift Affliction, just because I had a green gem and this is a Corrupted Helmet. So, why do I use Cold to Fire support on my Wave of Conviction? So basically, the wave will always afflict an exposure based on the highest damage type, right? And since I'm currently running the Crimson Gloves, my Wave of Conviction also has a lot of cold damage, basically, right? Or at least the highest damage portion is cold damage. And with the Cold to Fire support, I'm converting a lot of this... okay, let's do another run. I died in the showcase. No! But hey, on ground death effect, chaos, and I have negative 52 chaos res. I should probably fix that at some point. Unfortunate. So, what I was saying is, so, I wanted, since we have the Crimson Gloves, we are actually having a lot of cold damage conversion even on our Wave of Conviction. And that's why I went for a Cold to Fire support there as well, just to be safe, just to have the, my fire damage to be the highest type to inflict some extra fire exposure. I don't, like, we don't need this in the later stages, but I think it's a very nice adaptation early on to get your, some extra damage based on exposure, right? And I have another thing over here that is kind of decent, I would say. And this is the Mark of Submission ring. Curse enemies with the socketed hex curse gem on hit. And I have here my flammability. The good thing about this ring is, first of all, it's a 1 chaos item. And based on the changes of hexes overall, and specific for my build flammability, it is a lot worse now to have like a curse on hit ring. We're still gonna have it in later on, but there is a lot less curse effectiveness. And what Mark of Submission does, besides giving you absolutely no stats, is still you have a leveled gem in there as well as quality later on, right? So you're gonna have a massive curse on hit ring that doesn't have stats, but you know, for 1 chaos investment and having the extra damage from that, I think is pretty good. Defensive-wise, I had to swap a little bit. So my usual plan was like, go Determination, go Purity of Elements, and try to feed in, what's it called, a Herald of Ash, basically, as my 3 hours as soon as I have some mana reservation efficiency on my tree, right? But in the end of the day, I didn't even take the Determination, like, at all. Oh, Humility card. Isn't that like 2 chaos or something? Is this some early currency? Some off-stream but on-video currency. Oh boy. Yo, and if I have 2 chaos on my stash, then people are like, yo, yesterday you had 1 chaos, why you have 3 chaos now? Handouts! Ah! Oh yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, the streamer aspect, right? Let me actually go into my hideout, and I really need to download my Awakened Trait macro and stuff. I really forgot that. Okay, let's check over. What do I have now? Vitality, Herald of Ash, Herald of Purity, Discipline, and Period of Elements. Period of Elements to get me Res Capped and the Element Immunity. Discipline, because I swapped early to Eldritch Battery, because EK does have some mana cost, and now with like 700 Energy Shield, it's absolutely no problem to permanently cast that. And today, this gear is basically completely solo self-fund, and today I'm most likely gonna farm my first like 10-15 chaos, and then gonna swap out a lot of these items for life resistance, some stuff that I find on PoE trade, but this is actually solo self-fund, I would say. I bought the submission ring for 1 chaos, this is 2 chaos, and what else did I buy? Yeah, the tabby I traded for the aberrant hooves. Okay, so these are the 3 items, but the rest here is everything self-found, and yeah, just the classical whatever stuff you get in the campaign, right? So definitely achievable on this regard. Okay, let's I would say please check the stuff that I have here in the PUB that I linked in the description, which is basically this stuff, because you know, I don't want to say like, yo, take Wave Conviction, Arcanist Brand, Cold to Fire, and Swift Affliction, you know? This is just because, hey, I have a Corrupted Helm that was decent, so I just like, oh, I have a green socket, let's put Swift Affliction in there, you know? This could have been the flammability instead of the ring, for example, right? And it's a bit scuffed when it comes to like the setup, but today I really want to invest into the character, get some decent rare items, get like a bunch of like 4 links and 3 links and maybe even a 6 link or something like that, because they should be rather cheap with the Tainted Fusing Orbs. And then we can actually make an appropriate setup over here, right? So if you open the PUB, this is the current version here in the skill department. Don't forget, like, the disabled ones here are the gems that I'm leveling in the offhand, right? Going over here. Boom. You know, just some Unbound Ailbands, Determination, what Hydrosphere for later on, you know. Just like, it's like not a problem to just have a bunch of items leveling next to your league start, because you're gonna level gems anyways, and later on, if you reset them with a vendor recipe and get like quality on them, you can just sell them straight away, and this is always like a nice currency intake here, right? But yeah, in the PUB, on the skills, you're gonna see everything. When it comes to the tree, I literally followed everything. Wait, I can actually show this in-game. I followed everything that I had planned in the start, right? We went over here. I did actually take some Firewalker, Lightning Walker when I had Wave of Conviction in, but after swapping to EK, I unspec'd of that. It's just like life nodes, resistance nodes. I got my LE Overload, a Dex node here to actually be able to level up my EK and stuff. Have my Breath of Flames and Breath of Rhyme. I'm not sure entirely about the Breath of Rhyme cluster here, just because if you have Frame Sorrow, you have 100% conversion, right? And you would actually take the Breath of Rhyme to get your physical to cold conversion. But since we're playing with Frame Sorrow, I might even think that these 4 points are not really too necessary. But since the endgame PUB has 2 large cluster jewels, like I'm already speccing into stuff that I usually wouldn't have, because now I would actually start speccing into cluster jewels, right? When will I get cluster jewels? I have no idea. So most likely I'm gonna like follow along here and take like more life energy nodes and get over here with the Snowforge, for example. Maybe opt in for the first spell suppression, you know, or just go down here, take more life, more cast speed, whatever, you know, or go down to disciplined training, because if you don't have the cluster jewels, you're gonna get the levels, right? So it's just later on to respec. When it comes to the resistance department, this node gives me 10 all resistance. I got the Faith and Steel with 8 all resistance. I got my Elemental Mastery with 15 all resistance. Do have some all res. I think Cruel Preparation has 5 all resistance. So that actually got me going quite well when it comes to the all resistance. And now, even though I'm still having like my solo self on gear and just finished Kitava, right? I'm still like 30 over res, right? So this is actually very decent. Now we're gonna upgrade to even better parts, and then hopefully be able to swap out the Purity of Elements for Determination, because Purity of Elements is not really planned in my end game version or later on. But for me personally, I think it was just like the best choice to get ailment immune and get res capped, right? And the better gear we get, we can spec out of all of these like all resistance nodes and start stacking for more damage, more life, or whatever we need. Good. Other than that, nothing too special. We have like Flame Surge to increase our single target DPS, just because it didn't have, I couldn't fit it in. Like if here would be Flame Surge, that would be even better, right? So it's like a one button debuff everything with a mark on hit on top of that. And I would say let's go over through the MTX real quick. It's the full Pandemonium set with some Vulcan stuff with the Incinerator weapon effect, some MTX flasks and the Mana flask that I'm not even using anymore. And then we have, like, at the moment, the Saw Blade Ethereal Knives with the Scavenger Aura effect, the Sunrise Aura effect, Dragon Flame Dash, Celestial Wave Conviction, Celestial Brand effect, the Despair Herald effect, which is making these, like, crazy cool explosions, Transcendent Herald effect for the Herald of Purity, Demonic Aura effect, the Harmonious Hydrosphere, and Determination doesn't have anything right now, just because, like, we're not running Determination as of right now. Good. I think I am surprised. This went a lot better than expected. But League Start for me is like getting through the entire campaign and then clear the entire Atlas, right? So if once it says 115 clear here, right, and I have all my 4 Void Stones and I've unlocked every single favorite map slot, then it's for me. Now League Start is over. Now we can start grinding, right? So for the first part, when it comes to campaign, absolute breeze, can 100% recommend. Even the early swap to EK was not a problem. I still think that Wave of Conviction might be damage-wise better, but I solved this one with the Arcanist brand Wave of Conviction to still get my exposure going for now. And yeah, as I said, absolutely easy, super crazy good League Start as of, yeah, of right now. Oh, God, I need more coffee, man, and then get my ass live and start grinding the first maps and see what Rayclast or the maps have to offer for us. And when it comes to the league mechanic, a couple words here. I think EK is gonna be a blast for the league mechanic itself. I did not do too much of the league mechanic, solely because of the reason, because I knew, hey, no sleep before mapping, right? So I was like, okay, dude, I want to go to bed at like 1 a.m. Now it's like 5 a.m. So if I continue this, like, exploring the league mechanic every single zone, then it's gonna be like 9 or 10 in the morning, and I'm still not gonna be at bed, right? So I did it early on. It seems pretty cool. It seems rewarding. You got a couple chaos already, but I think in the second part of the campaign, like Act 5 to 10, basically, I have skipped it. I think I'm not, yeah, I'm gonna see it in the mapping aspect if we're gonna continue this way, or if I want to just strictly farm some currency, upgrade my first couple of items for a couple chaos, and then gonna start bouncing into the league mechanic and just explore it even further. But we're gonna see that. I'm gonna be live in, yeah, actually as soon as you see this video, I might be live already. So if you wanna come by and say hi, then feel free to do so. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.